Okay, where were we? I'm continuing on here. Had a little interruption that interrupted the flow of the video. And so we're basically talking on day 24 about how day 22 completed. It was 2 cups of buttermilk. And then day 23, how it started. And it was a veggie omelet, but I added cheddar cheese to it. That was it. No potatoes, no bread, no anything else. And then how the day continued on. I had talked a little bit about buttermilk. Well, look, I made a buttermilk churn real quick in that 2 minutes of interruption between the last video. So here's my butter churn. Are you ready to see it? I made it super fast, okay? It's like, here we go. Here's my butter churn. Here it comes. Look who's involved in my butter churn. Look, it's Bubby. Like, Bubby's got a serious look on her face, right? It's like, she's like, don't be using my jar for a butter churn. It's for pickles. Well, guess what, Bubby? It's also to make butter with. So here, the thing about it is, it's like, butter is so delicious. I haven't eaten hardly any butter at all since starting this program. But I'd like to have a little bit of butter. I'd like to put some in the soup. Okay, but it's really different. Like, if you make butter by putting whole milk in a jar, Bubby's jar. Look at Bubby, she's going like up and down. Like, she's like, slow down, right? You shake this thing 10,000 times and you end up with butter, right? That's very different from walking to the store and buying butter and eating it. So this is a little bit kind of like in the spirit of caveman style. Remember how we talked a little bit about how we are designed to work for our food, right? All right, so I'm going to have my left arm, I'm going to look like Popeye. My right arm, I'm going to look like, I don't know, Pee Wee Herman, I guess, right? So, all right. It's fun to do new things, right? Make some butter, get a jar, and just put some whole milk in it. Shake it like crazy until it's done, right? That's how my mom would do it. She'd cook it until it's done, right? Shake it like crazy till it's done, and then try drinking some of the leftover residual milk from that. And there you got it, buttermilk. I had 2 cups of that at the end of the day. Not yesterday, the day before. It should be day 22. Day 23, okay, moving on with day 23. I had an omelet in the morning. The day got real busy because we had to prepare for the event. I just showed you a little bit the room. We created a theater in my place. And we had an enormous amount of fun last night. It was so fun. All the little kids were like, can we do this again? I'm like, of course we can do this again. We made these little kimonos, and we made these like scarves, and we made these like very thick, like it's like a scarf, but it's like thick fur, because we have a song that's about Keeley's 103 Pomeranians, who they look like baby lions to me, right? Because the Pomeranians look like they have big manes, right? So we made manes for the kids to run around and wear. They loved them. And they wanted to take them home and everything else. So I don't know. You might end up seeing this at Radio City Music Hall, maybe Lincoln Center. But we might make a couple stops first before there, like tiny theaters, like the one that we made. Okay, we're thinking about maybe we'll do this at Barnes and Noble, and then maybe Infinity Hall, like in Hartford, right? And then we'll work our way up to the big places, right? So, but anyways, and meanwhile, we're just having fun. It doesn't matter where we'll do it on the street. It's just we're having fun as a family, and we're playing, and some of the theme lately is play. Well, okay, so yesterday it was like a super duper soup day. We had soups going. Now, Silvana made a couple of soups yesterday, and we're building on one right now. So at the bottom of this is, we can't really see, but it's a whole bunch of vegetables that we had. You can and they were all leftover vegetables. So there's Brussels sprouts from the other day, and then when we were at Black Eyed Sally's, we had a few little vegetables left over. This soup was so super delicious. And so we've been adding to the soup this morning, adding some more water. We're creating like a stock. There's all kinds of greens, every kind of vegetable we had in the refrigerator. That's the menu. Take every vegetable that you can find and put it in a pot with some water and cook it till it's done. There you go. There's our secret soup, right? This one is a chicken soup. It's a little bit more involved, and it has some garbanzo beans in it, lettuce, celery, a few greens, and it's uniquely flavored with, what did you use, Silvana? Turmeric?
Yeah.
Turmeric, Silvana, or turmeric. I don't know. I still got to do a little more research on how to say turmeric or turmeric or turmeric, however you say it. Super amazing spice, amazing health benefits. Has a very interesting flavor, and it's really, really good for us. It's good for blood flow for sure. And so, hey, let's let soup be our medicine, okay? Not just food, but food coming together in liquid, forming a broth, and that broth then kind of brings out of all the ingredients, it brings out the nutrients and makes a digestion of these nutrients maybe just a little bit easier, like we're helping our body. Well, our bodies like to work hard. You know, we got a lot of workers in our body, right? All the cells of our body, and they're eager. They love to work. And, you know, today, if I want to have a little bit of butter, I'm going to work for my butter. I'm going to, Bubby, let's do, Bubby. And she's getting all shaken up here. Bubby's going to, Bubby, I think you'll like to have this butter coming out of your own jar from Pickles. All right. Now, one thing I've noticed, like yesterday for our event, man, oh boy, I was like a little feeling not, like I was kind of a little bit tilting downhill a little bit. My throat was starting to hurt. Keely is a little bit sick. She's super bad sore throat. She woke up in the middle of the night last night. We had to make some super special tea. I might show you how to do that. I'll do that at a later time though. So, you know, there's something going around here. We've had a number of kids couldn't come last night because they were sick. So, you know, it's one of the things, like right now, I'm feeling pretty good right now, even though I feel my body fighting something off. And a few days ago, we talked about that a little bit. I think what's helping me are the soups. I think the soups are the magical solution, along with paying attention, getting enough rest, doing a little bit of work, but also letting ourselves play a little bit, you know. And the Little Bird Nest Theater, I'm telling you, is all about play. If you guys get a chance, if you're just driving by, wherever you are in the world, stop on in to the Little Bird Nest Theater and play with us a little bit. We'll give you a mane so you can pretend you're a Pomeranian who's actually a lion, right? Pomeranians, they gotta believe they're lions. The big manes, they look like little lions, at least they do to me. So play, you know, it helps to invigorate and re-energize us. And today we're playing with making more soup, and we found in our refrigerator from Katz Deli. Silvana and I were at Katz Deli a couple months ago, and we have this salami, right? And Katz Deli is great because for years they're like, send a salami to your boy in the army, right? Send a salami to your boy in the army. Well, I know, you know, nowadays, but what about your girl in the army, right? So, but that guy started like way a long time ago, like World War II, I think. Katz Deli in New York City, like creating these salamis, and people would send the salami to their kids who are in the army, and it was like a nice gesture, kind of a comfort food, all the way from Katz Deli in New York City, you know. So we're going to use some of this salami, even though we're erring on the side of like lean proteins, lean like chicken. Salmon is an amazingly good choice. Other types of fish are amazingly good choices. We have this salami though, so what do? Do we throw it out? It's not as lean, right? It's a beef salami. Well, we're going to cut it up and we're going to put it in the soup, and we're going to bring out the nutrients from that. We also use bones in our soup. We don't have one today to put in, but we might tomorrow. We're not going to eat this entire soup, so tomorrow might be the beginning of a new bone broth based soup that we will build on with what the stock is that will evolve from what we're cooking now. Okay, so yesterday, day 23, it was probably 6 bowls of soup spread out over the day. I did get off of my typical plan yesterday a little bit because for our events, oftentimes we order pizza from next door at Joey's, or our friends who are our friends, and our friends also across the street at Park Lane will oftentimes bring in pizza. So I ate a few slices of pizza. It tasted amazingly good. My strategy there was reduce the amount of bread by having mainly the top of the pizza, a few bites, and basically throwing most of the crust right into the trash. So, I reduced the amount of bread that I ate in that pizza. I didn't eat like how normally you would think of eating a pizza. You eat the whole slice of pizza, maybe leave the crust. So I kind of took that approach to at least minimize the amount of bread intake. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good, even though I sort of diverted off my path a little bit. When we get off the conceptual path, I do think that our attitude that we cultivate. So I want to say cultivate. The attitude that we cultivate in coming back is really important. I think it's important that we not give ourselves a hard time. We take a diversion. Okay, this is an interesting experience too. And when we come back, we want to come back in a life-giving way. We don't want to come back in a I can't believe I ate a pizza. It wasn't part of the plan. Hippocrates never said, let pizza be your medicine. Well, guess what? Sometimes, something, it tastes good. It feels like a treat. Feeling like you're receiving a treat and being grateful for it, that can be also good medicine. Now, what I do today is important. If I have for breakfast pizza, which I would have done in the past because we have leftover pizza, then, I'm giving my body too much of something that it's going to have to work extra hard to process. And the glycemic index, the speed at which the crust of the pizza turns to sugar is pretty fast. So I just want to be grateful that I gave myself a chance to take a tour back to my old life. I didn't take it like 1,000% because I didn't eat all the pizza. So I did something good for myself there. And I'm coming back into my regular plan. So this morning, that was pretty much day 23. About 8 bowls of soup and about roughly be the equivalent of about 4 slices of pizza. Trying to think if there was anything else on day 22. I had a clementine. That's right. So last night in the middle of the night, Keely wasn't feeling so good, and so the idea is we're playing with having a little bit of the liquids, so kind of making a juicy old-fashioned way, meaning you peel a clementine and you chew it up and you swallow the juice. That's what I did. And Keely wanted to have a little bit of lemon instead of clementine, so we cracked open some lemons. And in the middle of the night, another bowl of soup. Soups have become increasingly super important for me. Every kind of nutrient, it's all right there. It's fastest food ever, faster than fast food ever could be. You can eat it cold. You can eat it warm or hot. It's easily transportable in containers. I have a container right here from the other day, if I can find it here. So here, the refrigerator. Here, I used this Whole Foods chicken soup container, but that's actually that soup we made the other day, which involved basically some couple different kinds of beans and a few vegetables and some beef broth. It's not actually the mom's chicken soup from Whole Foods, which I do like to keep around though. Is pretty good. It doesn't have any noodles in it, but my preference is that we just make our own soup. So we have 2 soups going here. We're building on this one, and we're going to add some water to this, add some more celery to it, and some more onion, and then that's going to make a very nice vegetable broth with the vegetables. And this is the chicken soup. We're going to add to that a little bit too. Oh, there goes Savannah. She's adding some zucchini to that. So that's going to be rich with every kind of vegetable that we have lying around here. All right, so we're into day 24, meal number 1. Oh, yeah, Savannah's showing me. We're soaking some peas. We're going to let them rehydrate, and then we're going to add the peas. A lot of really great nutrients in peas. Now, peas are a little bit higher glycemic index. Now, in case you're wondering, see, this is like our pantry here. We have like everything under the sun, just about. We're missing a few things that we need to have in here, but we like to pull from this. We got the fruit department here and here. These are beans and some onions and leeks and lentils, corn, peas on the, and here's nuts. A couple different kinds of milk, skim milk, whole milk that's powdered. We have dried carrots, peas, green beans, then some more nuts over here. Some bay leaf for cooking, some mushrooms, ancient grains, rices, wild rices, regular basmati rice. This is matcha, a special tea from South America and Central America. Coffee from Brazil, some peas, some broccoli, celery, some green beans, some lentils, peas. These are teas on the end. So that's a part of the pantry that we use to be able to build our soups from. And over here we have more of these pantry items. So different kinds of prepackaged soups that we like to make and use, and proteins. And usually we keep some some broth or stock down there. A lot of times, you can make your own stock. It's really easy, but sometimes it's nice to have a shortcut. So we like to get some organic type broths here that we have that we can use as a stock. It's a nice shortcut. Okay, day 24. So we're on day 24 so far. It's 2 bowls of soup, and I've wanted to add a little bit of more fat, so I've had about this much, 4 slices of cheese here. I just left the cheese out, so I've had about that much cheese. And it says right here for this cheese, servings per container. I got it sliced to make life easy for myself. That 4 slices is 110 calories. Not that I am counting calories here that much, but 9 grams of protein. There's less than a gram of fat. There's no added sugar, of course, and it's 6 grams of protein. So adding a little bit of cheese has helped me to feel a little more, I'm going to say, like energetic. It's felt like it's been good for my body. Now, I want to pay attention. I don't want to just eat all cheese now. I want to keep it going with my nuts, So I have back behind here, I have my shortcut method with these little kind of, first there's my 1/4 cup of nuts that I always have available. Here's my backup package of nuts that I'll throw in my pocket if I go somewhere. And then all the rest of these in these containers is you hit a button, you open it, and there's your pecans, right? So you'd see that. I like these kind of containers because they're easy to work with. We're experimenting with cooking with more avocado oil, and we've got some pretty nice olive oil back here, and this couple of olive oils here from the shop in West Hartford that are infused with herbs, and this is an amazing product. I mean, I really love it. All right, so that's where we're at day 24, meal number 1. I'll check back in with you more regularly than I did yesterday. We got a little busy yesterday, so we're on day 24. I hope you're going to have a great day. We're planning on having a great day here. Why? Well, because we can put our mind there, because we can create a great day. That no matter what's coming our way, we can choose the thoughts that we think. And the thoughts that we think have extraordinary power. The thoughts we think create the energy field around us. It creates the feeling state around us. So paying attention to what we can create, no matter our circumstance, we can choose a thought that feels good. No matter our circumstance, right? So let's use food as our medicine. Let's embrace food as a way of connecting to our inner and outer selves and with people all around us. Let's have a little fun today too, okay? Are you ready, Bubby? Bubby's going like on a carnival ride right now. Bubby, are you having fun, Bubby? Okay, making butter. This might take me all day. I don't know. How did my grandparents do this every day? All right, have a great day. I'll be here making some butter. Bubby, are we done yet? She says we're not done yet. We got a lot more to go. 9,400 more shakes.